Hey everybody, I have a final for you. This is the GT group build. I did the Calsonic Nissan. It's a Tamiya kit. And it went together pretty well like most Tamiya kits do. Um, I just really wish it had a full motor in this kit. That's about the only detail it's lacking. I do really like how the decals turned out there on the louvers. That was actually 5 decals. Really happy how it turned out. I had to just finally glue on these little whiskers here. Those was a little nerve-wracking. Try not to ruin the finish right there before it's done. This piece, it comes clear, so you can actually have it clear or whatever. I painted it. It wasn't covering up enough stuff to actually be worried about it. A lot of good decals. Like this is 2 and that's 2. They really wanted to make sure that the colors popped on them, so they made them 2 pieces. And that way the blue don't bleed through, because I think that yellow would probably be affected if it was just a 1 decal. So I actually thought of that. In the kit they do have a piece of metal sticker that goes over that. I actually just did bare metal foil. The wheels, these were the actual weird transfers that come with Tamiya kits. Actually worked off pretty well. Now I have some pictures at the end showing some of the detail inside. You ain't gonna be able to see it anymore. It's completely sealed up. Let me see if I can pick it up and handle it without destroying it. So this is the piece I was talking about that was clear, and this piece was clear as well. I actually used a cigarette wrapper to make a heat shield for around the exhaust pipes. I used a Tamiya makeup, I always call it, because it comes in a kit like a makeup kit to do some weathering on the exhaust pipes to make it look like it's blued. And you did see a little bit of engine detail, but it wasn't really that great, so I did just get rid of the clear part and just cover it. I did a little tiny bit of weathering, not much, just a real little bit. I did it on the engine, and I did it on the exhaust, and did it on this cover here. The other pieces are very subtle. I did some metal on the suspension of that rub-on stuff. And I don't know why they even bother making a suspension for the front steering work. It was so loose and sloppy. I mean, I can get it to work, but it being sloppy like that, I'd just rather just glue it in place and not deal with it. The cool thing on, Tamiya kits are mostly just the body and suspension on most of them, unless it's a race car and then you have the actual racing chassis. But the amount of parts that actually go into that rear suspension was quite impressive. So, what we got on the side. Let's look at the roof real quick. And you can see inside somewhat decent. There's a lot of stuff in there. I was going to add some wires in that, but I changed my mind. Here's a good view of the louver decals. That turned out really cool. I really took my time on that. Didn't want to mess that up. I wanted that to really pop and look good. And then you can see the roll cage in the back. But I am very glad this is done, and I'm glad that it turned out as good as it did. This was a very fun build. Thank you, Keith, for hosting it again this year. Hopefully you got the turnout that you wanted. But yeah, there's that kit. I'm glad I actually did it. This kit's kind of been sitting in the stash for a little while now. It's one of those kits that's like, I want to do it, and then don't want to screw it up. But, well, there it is. Let me know how you think, and I'll talk to you later.